And welcome back to Wolf Plays Minecraft. We're in our vanilla world again, and I think today we're going to start off by assembling a melon and pumpkin farm. It's not too difficult, but it is fairly resource intensive. I had to go to the nether and grab some extra quartz, and thankfully we've got our iron farm going because this is going to take a whole mess of hoppers. So, let's get going. So, step one is going to be putting in our collection chest here, and then we're going to start running hoppers, because we're going to have a whole lot of hoppers to go in here. Start off just like this, and then run pretty much this entire square worth of hoppers into that chest. We're going to start out with a 9x9 square, which is going to be our biggest garden possible with one water source block in the middle. So, let's see how long it's going to take us to set out all these hoppers. There we go. And there's a lot of hoppers. Alright, now the next step is going to be getting some dirt in here, and then we're going to have to cover over with observers and pistons alternating in a checkerboard pattern. So let's get that done too. Okay, so now we've got our observers up and pistons up in a checkerboard pattern above our dirt, and I have hoed the dirt under each observer, and I put a bucket of water in the center with a block of glowstone up above it for a little bit of lighting. So that's pretty much going to be the farm. Now we're going to need to put some note blocks and some solid blocks up above these pistons and observers just to get them to fire properly, but we're almost done. Here we are with our completed melon and pumpkin farm. Got a simple little roof on top. It's all glassed in around the sides, and it's just basically going to produce melons and pumpkins from now on. I am going to go ahead and craft up the melons and keep them in here just so they're easier to trade, because these guys don't want to trade in slices, they want to trade in whole melons, but that's fine. So, we're good. We've got a perfectly functional melon and pumpkin farm which will just produce for us from now on. And basically just set it and forget it, and don't have to worry about it anymore. One thing I've been working on between projects is trading with my villagers. I got this guy, switched out the lectern a few times to get a mending librarian, and that's going to be handy. This mending is one of the best enchantments in the game in my opinion. But I know I'm at least going to need one weaponsmith, one toolsmith, one armorsmith, and a cleric just to get the supplies I need fairly easily. I don't have to use up all my diamonds making tools and armor and such. And the cleric's going to be really important once I get his trades going for things like ender pearls and eventually bottles of enchanting, I suppose. But these guys are still going to take quite a bit of time. Now that I got the melon and pumpkin farm going, it's going to be a lot easier to get a hold of some emeralds, which I can then use to bring down here and get these guys masters of their craft. So we'll keep working on that, but in the meantime, I think we also have one other project that we could be doing right now. So let's go check in on that. Something I've been meaning to do since we came to the nether the first time is gather some more supplies. So I am back here in the nether so that we can see if we can find some nether wart and get a couple blaze rods and basically just move our world along a little bit. There's a lot of blazes. And we're on fire. There we go. That's a little bit more helpful. Now, let's see if we can find some netherwort. Did explore just a little bit around this fortress. Haven't really gone too far in, but just made sure that it was going to be a fortress worth exploring. And let's see here. Let's see if we can find our netherwort. Yeah, I hear you, Ghast. I'm just not... Oh, that was relatively convenient. It's going to be right here at the end of the hallway. Okay. Pick up some netherwort and some of the soul sand as well. And then I'll probably head back, because I want to make sure this stuff gets there safely. Alright. There we go. We've got our little miniature netherwort farm set up in the basement. So as this grows, we'll be able to collect it up, stick it in the barrel, and save it for potion brewing ingredients, because we're definitely going to need it. Maybe not right now, but definitely later. So, one more project off the list. Moving on. To build the bamboo farm that's going to fuel the super smelter. This is the back of our super smelter, and this is our fuel input right here. So I have lined up this base of the farm, and this is our unloading system. So we have our minecart with hopper that's going to be running back and forth underneath where the bamboo will grow, and that will collect all of the drops. Once the hopper minecart comes over these hoppers here, items will start pouring out. Once they do, the comparator will receive a signal that there are items in the hopper, and it will turn off this torch, which will turn off the rail, which will stop the minecart. So basically, the minecart will sit here until all the items in it are unloaded, and once the hopper is empty again, then the torch will turn on, which means the rail will turn on, and the minecart will continue to roll. I did put a little lever here just so I can basically stop the system, so that I can keep it from just rolling back and forth forever like this, because this is what it's going to do while the bamboo grows. If there are not items in the hopper minecart, it'll just roll back and forth pretty much forever like this, unless I choose to turn it off. And if I do, then it should just sit over here and wait until I release it. So our unloading system is all complete. I am eventually going to take this chest and kind of hook it up to here, probably with a little silent item elevator, so that we can keep our fuel full at all times. But now the next step is going to be dropping in some dirt and some glass and basically building ourselves a little box here to grow the bamboo. And of course, if we want to do it the easy way, we can go ahead and hook up some pistons with a couple observers so that it will automatically harvest itself. So let's go ahead and get that done too. And there we go. One completed bamboo farm. That is basically just a big box for the bamboo to grow in. We got a line of pistons and a couple of observers hooked up to them, so that when the bamboo grows up and goes in front of the observers, it's going to activate a line of redstone. Got a couple repeaters on there so that any of the observers that get activated will activate the entire line of pistons, and that will allow us to basically just harvest off all of the bamboo. And then the minecart, which I forgot to turn on, here we go. Minecart will pick up any bamboo that falls, drop it off into our collection system, and like I said, I'm probably going to eventually end up hooking up this chest to that hopper system, so it'll just feed right into our super smelter and keep it supplied with free fuel from now on. So that'll be a big help. And eventually, I think this is going to produce enough fuel to where the super smelter will be full of fuel and we'll still have a surplus. So I'm probably going to end up putting a cactus farm in here behind this too, just to smelt cactus and get the free XP, because that's a great way to collect XP without having to build a mob grinder, which I also will probably build, but not just yet. So, we now have a complete melon and pumpkin farm and a complete bamboo farm. So I think we're doing pretty good. And I think we may go ahead and end our episode there. I do appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and join us again next time on Wolf Plays Minecraft. I apologize for the audio eccentricities in this episode. My PC has been having a couple of problems that hopefully I have worked out and will not be an issue in the future. So, once again, sorry about that. I appreciate you guys, and thanks for watching.